Feels right now that the next thing may change me entirely. Hello?
Is Bridgerton's next season the most scandalous yet? Whispers in the Ton suggest Season 4 will shock even Lady Whistledown herself. The Ton is back with scandal, romance, and shocking revelations. Netflix, in their infinite wisdom, didn't just renew Bridgerton for a third season back in April 2021. No, they went ahead and greenlit a fourth season too. Talk about confidence in our favorite Regency-era drama. Now, you might be wondering, when can we get to see this fourth season? Well, we're afraid we can't give you an exact date just yet. But here's what we do know. As of May 2024, the show's team is hard at work writing Season 4. Jess Brownell, the showrunner, confirmed this herself in an interview. So while we might have to wait a bit, rest assured that the wheels are definitely in motion. But here's a juicy bit for you. Remember how Season 3 was split into two parts? Part 1 premiered on May 16, 2024, and Part 2 followed on June 13, 2024. Maybe it could be a trend we'll see continue in Season 4. Only time will tell. But what about the story? Which Bridgerton sibling will take center stage this time? Now we're getting to the good stuff. If you've been following the show closely, you'll know that Bridgerton doesn't always stick to the order of Julia Quinn's novels. Season 3, for instance, jumped ahead to focus on Colin and Penelope's story, which is actually the fourth book in the series. So what does this mean for Season 4? Well, it's a bit of a mystery at the moment. Julia Quinn, the mastermind behind the books, has confirmed that a book has been chosen for the next season, but she's keeping her lips sealed about which one it is. Sneaky, right? Now, many fans are betting on Benedict's story being next. After all, his book, An Offer from a Gentleman, is actually the third in the series. Plus, the show has been dropping some hints about Benedict's journey. But here's where things get interesting. Jess Brownell, our trusty showrunner, has hinted that they might want to give Benedict more time for adventures before settling him down. She thinks he's just too much of a free spirit right now. So could we see Benedict's story pushed back again? If not Benedict, then who? Well, we've got a few options. There's Eloise, whose story to Sir Philip with love is the fifth book, or maybe they'll surprise us all and jump to Francesca's tale when he was wicked. After all, Francesca did make her debut in Season 3. But let's not forget about our favorite characters from previous seasons. Rest assured, dear viewers, we have some exciting news about returning cast members. Nicola Coughlan, our beloved Penelope Featherington, has spilled the tea that both she and Luke Newton will be back for Season 4. In her words, they'll pop back and have some fun. Sounds promising, doesn't it? While we don't have official confirmations yet for the rest of the cast, it's a pretty safe bet that most of our favorites will return. That includes Adjoa Ando as Lady Danbury, Golda Rochouvel as Queen Charlotte, and Ruth Gemmell as Violet Bridgerton. And let's not forget about the other Bridgerton siblings. We're likely to see Claudia Jessie back as Eloise, Luke Thompson as Benedict, and Hannah Dodd as Francesca. After all, their stories are far from over. Some fans are speculating that we might see less of Queen Charlotte in Season 4. Why? Well, the real Queen Charlotte, who our character is based on, passed away in 1818, and with the time jump between seasons, we might be approaching that date. Speaking of changes, what other surprises might Season 4 have in store for us? First up, there's been some buzz about a character named Sophie Beckett. In the books, Sophie is Benedict's love interest. While she didn't appear in Season 3, there are hints that we might meet her in Season 4. Remember that masquerade ball Benedict mentioned? In the books, that's where he first meets Sophie. It seems we might be in for a Cinderella-style romance. But it's not just about new faces. We've got some exciting developments for our existing characters too. Take Penelope, for instance. After her big reveal as Lady Whistledown and her marriage to Colin in Season 3, what's next for her? Well, it looks like she might be taking on an even bigger role as Lady Whistledown. This development raises an interesting point about Julie Andrews' iconic voiceover. The showrunners are still figuring out how to handle this change, so we'll have to wait and see how it unfolds. And let's not forget about the other Bridgerton siblings. Gregory and Hyacinth, the youngest of the bunch, are likely to get more screen time as they grow up. We might see them forming friendships and getting into mischief around the town. It's all part of setting the stage for their own love stories down the line. However, perhaps one of the most intriguing potential storylines is for Violet Bridgerton herself. Could we see Violet finding a second chance at love? There have been hints about a potential romance with Lord Marcus. Imagine that, Violet Bridgerton taking a step back from matchmaking to focus on her happiness. Now, let's take a moment to consider the bigger picture of what themes and directions Season 4 might explore. One thing we've seen throughout the series is growth and change. Each season, our characters face new challenges and evolve. In Season 4, we're likely to see this continue. For Benedict, if his story does take center stage, it could be about finding purpose beyond his carefree lifestyle. For Eloise, it might be about navigating life in Scotland and continuing to challenge societal norms. We're also likely to see more exploration of life beyond the glittering ballrooms of the Ton. The show has been gradually expanding its world, showing us different aspects of Regency society. In Season 4, we might see even more of this, especially if we follow characters like Eloise or potentially Sophie, who come from different social backgrounds. Another theme that's likely to continue is the balance between tradition and progress. The Bridgerton family has always walked this line, respecting their societal duties while also pushing boundaries. As the younger siblings come of age and the older ones settle into married life, how will this dynamic evolve? And of course, we can't forget about the scandals and secrets that make Bridgerton so deliciously entertaining. Lady Whistledown may have been unmasked, but you can bet there will be plenty more gossip and intrigue to keep the Ton on our toes. Now, let's discuss some of the challenges the show might face in Season 4. One of the biggest challenges is maintaining a balance between familiar elements that fans love and new storylines to keep things fresh. The show has done a great job so far of giving each season its flavor while still feeling like Bridgerton. But as we progress further into the series, this balance becomes trickier. There's also the question of pacing. Bridgerton typically covers one main romance per season, but with potentially 5 more Bridgerton love stories to tell, how will the show manage this? The series might need to employ creative storytelling techniques. Let's not forget about book fans' expectations. While the show has taken some liberties with the source material, readers will be looking forward to certain iconic moments and character arcs. Balancing these expectations with the needs of the TV adaptation will be crucial, and many of the fans are eager to see Benedict's story unfold. His journey as an artist and his struggle to find his place in society has been fan-favorite subplots. If the potential romance with Sophie Beckett follows the books, it promises to be a Cinderella-esque tale that could be visually stunning and emotionally satisfying. There's also a lot of excitement about seeing more of the younger Bridgertons. Gregory and Hyacinth have provided comic relief in previous seasons, but as they grow older, fans are looking forward to seeing them develop into full-fledged characters with their storylines. Eloise fans are eagerly anticipating her return from Scotland, hoping to see how her experiences have shaped her. Many are curious about how her newfound perspectives might influence her relationships with her family and Penelope. Speaking of Penelope, Pauline enthusiasts can't wait to see how she and Colin navigate married life while balancing her secret identity as Lady Whistledown. Will their relationship withstand the pressures of her clandestine career? The evolving Bridgerton family dynamics also pique viewers' interest. As more siblings marry and start families, fans are excited to see how these changes affect their bonds with each other and their mother, Violet. The shifting family structure promises to bring new complexities and heartwarming moments to the series. Also, many fans are hoping for more of the sumptuous costumes, beautiful set designs, and witty dialogue that have made Bridgerton such a hit. After all, half the fun is imagining ourselves in those gorgeous gowns, isn't it? There you have it, our complete analysis of Bridgerton Season 4. What are your thoughts and predictions? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Bridgerton updates.